Hi, I'm Devin Shute. Welcome again to the Money Minute. So last week, South Africa hosted the 15th BRICS Summit in Sandton, and this was chaired by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, there was a lot of fanfare, but what does this actually all mean for us? Well, to explain a bit, BRICS is a grouping of emerging market countries who've agreed to cooperate economically and is intended to provide a counterweight to the existing G7 group of nations. Now, to date, the BRICS have been fairly innocuous and haven't achieved much. However, at last week's summit, there were some big announcements, and the biggest of them was it was agreed to expand the membership to a further 6 nations, and this included countries like Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Now, this much larger bloc of countries will likely gain more momentum and seeks to build further in terms of trade with each other and even discuss the common currency. However, this grouping is not of equals, and coordination to become a global economic force is still some way off, if at all. We'll continue to monitor this space. In some good news for South Africans, our inflation rate released last week surprised on the downside, and this really is good news for the strapped consumer. Declines in interest rates of food and services contributed to a lower number of 4.7%, which is now really close to the midpoint of the Reserve Bank's range at 4.5%. Notwithstanding the likely increase in fuel rates next week, the SARB has done a commendable job in bringing down inflation to levels that we can handle, and we're actually in a much better position from an inflation perspective than many other countries around the globe. So excluding any global shocks or political gaffes, it's likely that our interest rates will start to move lower during the course of next year, and this is going to provide much needed capital for South Africans and our economy. Thanks as always for watching. Have a great week.